Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students of Standard 9th, welcome back to the online lecture series for the subject of Science 2. And today we are going to discuss the remaining topics of this chapter. So in the last lecture we had a discussion on Mendel's dihybrid cross, and today we are going to discuss about the disorders due to chromosomal abnormalities. So let us start. Following are the disorders that occur due to numerical changes in chromosomes. Either offsprings are not sterile if there is change in the number of autosomes. Instead, if there is increase in number of any autosomal pair, physical or mental abnormalities are seen and the lifespan is shortened. With a shortened lifespan, following are some disorders. The first disorder is called Down syndrome, which is due to one extra chromosome. It's normally we have 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs. Here there is 46 plus 1, also called as trisomy of 21st chromosome. So Down syndrome is a disorder arising due to chromosomal abnormality. This is the first discovered and described chromosomal disorder in human beings. This disorder is characterized by the presence of 47th chromosomes. It is described as trisomy of 21st pair of chromosome. Infants with this disorder have an extra chromosome with the 21st pair in every cell of their body. Therefore, they have 47 chromosomes instead of 46. So, this is the problem in those children where they born with one extra chromosome and they have 46 plus 1 chromosomes in every cell of their body. So, this is what is found. So, children suffering from Down syndrome are usually mentally retarded and have a short span of life. Okay, so mental retardation is the most prominent characteristic. Other symptoms include short height, short wide neck, flat nose, short fingers, scanty hair, single horizontal crease on palm, and a lifespan expectancy of about 16 to 20 years. So you can see these are those children with Down syndrome. So this was the first one. The next one, Turner syndrome. Here in this genetic disorder, it's monosomy of X chromosome. As with autosomes, abnormalities in gender chromosome also cause some disorders. Turner syndrome, it's 44 plus X. It means 45, means one X chromosome is less in this case from parents due to inactivation of gender related part of X chromosome. Instead of normal, we have either 44 plus X condition, then women suffering from Turner syndrome show only 44 plus X condition. Such women are sterile, that is unable to have children due to their improper growth. Now another one is Klinefelter syndrome, where it is 44 plus XXY. Now this disorder arises in men due to abnormalities in gender chromosomes, and this disorder men have one extra X chromosome. Hence the chromosomal condition becomes 44 plus XXY, and such men are sterile because their organs are not well developed. Okay, so these are the hands of Turner syndrome. Moving ahead. Now there are diseases occurring due to mutation in single gene, also called as monogenic disorder. Now here in this case, disorders or diseases occurring due to mutation in any single gene into a defective one are called monogenic disorders. Approximately 4,000 different disorders of this type are now known. Due to abnormal genes, their products are either produced in insufficient quantity or not at all. It causes abnormal metabolism that may lead to death at the tender age. Examples of such disorders are Hutchinson's disease, Tay-Sachs disease, galactosemia, phenylketonuria, sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis, albinism, hemophilia, night blindness, etc. So these all are monogenic disorders. Now let us see few of them. Albinism. So in case of albinism, this is a genetic disorder. Our eyes, skin and hair have color due to brown pigment, melanin. So we have a melanin pigment under our skin, due to which the color of our skin is brown. The more the melanin, more the darker is the shade of our skin. In this disease, the body cannot produce melanin. The skin becomes pale, hairs are white and eyes are usually pink due to absence of melanin pigment in the retina and sclera. So you can see it's due to absence of melanin. The skin looks white, okay, or the lightish yellow, and the hairs are white. And the eyes are usually pink due to absence of melanin pigment. Now let us talk about another one, sickle cell anemia. So in case of sickle cell anemia, even minor changes in molecular structure of proteins and DNA may lead to diseases or disorders. Normal hemoglobin has glutamic acid as the sixth amino acid in its molecular structure. However, if it is replaced by a valine, the shape structure of the hemoglobin molecules changes. Due to this, erythrocytes or red blood corpuscles, which are normally biconcave, become sickle shape. This condition is called sickle cell anemia. So it is due to the change in shape of RBCs, due to which this disease, this shape changes to sickle shape, and now this is called sickle cell anemia, due to which the oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin in such individuals is very low. And in this condition, clumping and thereby destruction of erythrocytes occurs very often. As a result, blood vessels are obstructed and the circulatory system, brain, lungs, kidneys, etc. are damaged. Sickle cell anemia is a hereditary disease. It occurs due to changes in genes during conception. If the father and the mother are both affected by sickle cell anemia, or if they are carriers of this disorder, their offspring are likely to suffer from this disease. Hence, marriages between the persons who are the carriers of or suffering from sickle cell anemia should be avoided. So if these diseases are already found in parents, so the chances of getting this disease in their offspring is naturally would be more. So in order to have child, it is better to have consult with the doctors. Now there are two types of persons affected by sickle cell anemia. One are called as a carrier and the other ones are called as sufferers. So carriers are the one which are only having that gene, but they are not able to express in the physical form. Sufferer are the one which have that abnormal gene and they suffer, and they are the expressor of that characters. Okay. Now what are the symptoms? Symptoms of sickle cell anemia are the one where they have swelling of hands and legs, pains in joints, several general body aches, frequent colds and cough, constant low grade fever, exhaustion, pale face, low hemoglobin content. Okay, so these are the symptoms. So here you can see in the diagram, see this normal, and here the affected one. See the normal how they are. They look like, biconcave. You can see here, and here they become reduced in size. See, this is normal and this is affected sickle cell. So here it's given how sickle cell anemia occurs as follows: normal, carrier, or the sufferer. So what are the remedies for sickle cell anemia? The remedies are given over here, that this disease is spread only in one way, that is reproduction. Hence husband and wife should get their blood examined either before marriage or after it. A carrier sufferer should avoid marriage with another carrier or sufferer. A person suffering from sickle cell anemia should take a tablet of folic acid daily. Okay, they should take the tablet so that iron content remain in the body. Then there are mitochondrial disorder as well. Mitochondrial DNA may also become defective due to mutation, that sudden change. During fertilization, mitochondria are contributed by the egg cell. Hence, mitochondrial disorders are inherited from the mother only. Leber hereditary optic neuropathy is an example of mitochondrial disorder. Then there are disorders due to mutation in multiple genes, or called as polygenic disorder. Sometimes disorder arises due to mutation, that is sudden change in more than one gene. In most such disorders, their severity increases due to effects of environmental factors on the fetus. Common examples of such disorders are cleft lip, cleft palate, constricted stomach, spina bifida, a defect in the spinal cord. Besides diabetes, blood pressure, heart disorders, asthma, obesity are also polygenic disorders. Polygenic disorders do not strictly follow Mendel's principles of heredity. These disorders arise from a complex interaction between the environment, lifestyle, and defects in several genes. So these are the disorders of multiple genes called as polygenic disorders. Now you can see here there are some pics of those people who have the addiction of tobacco, okay, and then that leads to the cancer, a very dreadful disease due to uncontrolled growth of cell. You can see here. Let us discuss this as well. It's very important nowadays to know about it, because young people have this addiction of different things. Many people consume tobacco either by smoking or by chewing. Consumption of tobacco in any form can cause cancer. Smoking of cigarettes and bidi adversely affects the process of digestion. It causes a burning sensation in the throat and a cough. Excessive smoking causes instability and trembling of fingers. Okay, a dry cough causes sleeplessness. Tobacco consumption can also lead to shortening of life. Chronic bronchitis, pericarditis, cancer of the lungs, mouth, larynx, pharynx, pancreas, urinary bladder, etc. So these all are the different types of cancers can happen due to consumption of tobacco. Harmful effects of smoking are due to the nicotine present in tobacco. It affects the central and peripheral nervous system. Arteries become hard, that is, it causes atherosclerosis and hypertension. Tobacco smoke contains harmful chemicals like pyridine, ammonia, aldehyde, furfural, carbon monoxide, nicotine, sulfur dioxide. They cause uncontrolled cell division. Tobacco smoke is full of minute carbon particles which cause normal tissue of the lung to transform into thickened black tissue. This causes cancer. While chewing tobacco products, much of the extract is absorbed into the body. Excessive tobacco consumption may cause cancer of leaves or tongue, visual disorders or tremors. To protect one's body from cancer, one must avoid smoking and consumption of tobacco and tobacco products in any form. Okay, this is to be stopped, and one should avoid having all these things in order to remain safe from cancer. So here we have finished this chapter as well. So inshallah next time we'll discuss the another chapter. So this is the chapter over. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.